Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is part 3 video of solving system of equations. And so with any system of equation problem, you could use substitution method. So last time we went over elimination method. This time we're talking substitution method, right? And you can use either or of these equations. These were the original system of equations that were given with the original problem. So choose either of the two equations and solve for x or y. Then you substitute that value of x or y, whatever you solved, into the other equation. So if I choose this equation here to solve for x, whatever x equals, I substitute for x, I simplify, and I solve for y in the other equation, right? So into the equation that you did not originally choose, solve for the other variable. That's just a fancy way of saying letter. So I'm going to show you this. I chose this equation to work with. Okay, I chose it. Now I could have chosen this one to solve either x or y, but I'm choosing this first equation to solve for y. I'm going to solve for the y value. How do I do that? Well, I got to get y all by itself. I got to eliminate the 2x. I got to eliminate the negative 5 to get y all by itself. And so I'm going to show you step by step how I'm going to do that. What's the opposite of a plus 2x? It's to subtract 2x, but I can't do it to one side of the equal sign. I need to do it to both. 2 minus 2 is 0. I'm left with 5y equals, we cannot add these terms or subtract them because they're not like terms. All I can do is rewrite them in algebraic order. The x comes before the consonant whole number. So I rewrite this negative 5y equals negative 2x plus 15. Again, I can put a plus sign between two terms. It's not going to change a thing. I'm one step away from solving this problem. I want to get y all by itself. What's the opposite of multiplying a negative 5 times y? You do the inverse, and that is to divide both sides by a negative 5. That will leave y all by itself. So negative 5 over negative 5 is a invisible 1y. Equals negative 2 divided by a negative 5. Negative and a negative gives me a positive 2 over 5. Don't forget that x. Plus 15 divided by 5 is 3. 1 negative and 1 positive makes it a negative 3. So y equals 2/5 x plus negative 3. And if y equals this, everywhere I see y in the other equation right here that I did not use, that I did not choose, I'm going to substitute the value for y. So 2/5 x plus a negative 3 is going to go right here. And then I'll just distribute that negative 7 and solve for x. And so that's kind of what I'm showing you here. Okay. Let me get organized. I apologize. And so I'm going to substitute 2/5 x plus a negative 3 for y into that other equation, right? So if y equals this, I can substitute this wherever I see y in this equation. Now I'm going to substitute that for the y. And I'm showing you that right here. 3x plus a negative 7 times that value of what y equals, which is 2/5 x plus a negative 3, equals 23. Now, step 1 here is to multiply that negative 7 times each term. It's called distribution. I'm going to multiply that negative 7 times both of those terms. And I'm going to show you that here and now. So negative 7 times 2/5 x. Remember, there's an invisible 1 underneath that negative 7. If you don't know about invisible ones, check out my video on invisible ones. Plus negative 7 times a negative 3. Negative 7 times a negative 3 equals 23 and 23. oh, and I had 3x, 3 times x at the very beginning, so I just rewrite that, okay? Negative 7 times 2 is a negative 14. Invisible 1 times 5 is 5. Don't forget the x. Plus negative 7 times negative 3 is a positive 21. It's a positive 21. Oh, I made a mistake there. But I fixed the mistake down here. Let me fix it while I have you in the video. Mistakes are golden. And if you can spot your mistake, you know you have a great understanding for what it is you are doing. Okay? So I'm going to continue on and just simplify, combining like terms. So 3x plus a negative 14/5 x plus 21 equals 23. I want to use something I call fraction. Oh, geez, this is getting shaky. Fraction busters, okay? And what does that mean? That means you're going to multiply every term. Every term gets multiplied times the common denominator. What's the common denominator here in this fraction? It's 5. So I'm going to multiply every single term by 5. And that will eliminate my fractions. I will not have to mess around with fractions anymore. So again, use fraction busters and multiply each term by the common denominator, 5. And that's what I'm showing you here in this step. 3x times 5 plus a negative 14/5 x times 5 plus 21. That's the positive 21, right? I made that mistake, times 5 equals 23. 23 times 5. So every term gets multiplied times 5. And I'm showing you that here in this last step. Now we're going to combine like terms. So 3x times 5 is 15x plus plus. 5 times a negative, the 5's cross cancel here, right? That's a 5 over an invisible 1, and the 5's cross cancel, leaving me negative 14x plus 21 times 5 is 105 equals 23 times 5, which is 115. I may have lost you there. Remember, you can stop, pause, and rewind anytime you would like. So I'm going to explain this one more time. So up here I noticed I have a 5 in the denominators. I do not like fractions. So I'm going to use what's called a fraction buster. I'm going to multiply each of these terms by 5. And I'm showing you that here. 3 times 5 is 15. Don't forget your x. Plus, plus. Multiply 5 times a negative 14 would give you negative 70. Negative 70 divided by the 5 here will give you a negative 14x plus plus. 21 times 5 is 105 equals 23 times 5 is 115. So now at this point we're going to combine like terms. 15x plus a negative 14x is a positive x plus 105 equals 115. I like to show that to you on the next page. I do not like to rush these videos, so I'll make a continuation video from here. I do not like to rush these videos. So I'm going to explain once again. 15x plus a negative 14 gives me 1x. Plus 105 equals 115. I want to get that 1x by itself. I'm going to subtract 105 to both sides. That's going to give me a value of x. And from there, I'll substitute that value of x into the equation, solve for y, and I will finish this substitution method. So again, I don't like to hurry and rush through things. I'm going to set up a continuation video for part 2 of substitution method. Again, some of these methods may be easier for you, some may be more difficult, but you choose which method works best for you. I will continue the substitution method in the next video. Thank you for joining me. Math is easy. Take it step by step.